Go for it.
All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome to episode 3 of Metal Minions. As usual, I'm Will.
I'm Kyle. What's up?
So, tonight on episode 3, we are going to rank our favorite Motley Crue albums 1 through 9.
Yay, more Motley Crue talk.
right. You guys are like, episode 3, you guys are talking about Motley Crue again? Sorry, guys. Promise. This will probably be the last Motley Crue album, or us talking about Motley Crue for a little while.
Last thing. Promise.
So I apologize, y'all. This is, last one for a while. We promise. So yeah, Kyle, would you like me to go first, or do you want to go first? I think I'll let you go first because yours will be more. I'm gonna let you go first. Because yours will be more in.
Oh, so we're going 9 back and forth till we get to 1.
We can go 9 back and forth all the way till we get to 1. That's fine.
Okay.
So I will let you go ahead and start with your number 9.
Well, before we start, how do we start every episode?
Yes. How could I forget? Episode 3. How could I already forget? So as we start every episode, we usually show what merchandise we got metal-wise, whether it be.
I usually give Will a heads up of, hey, I found stuff today, but
yes,
everything was going on crazy.
It's okay, buddy. So, like I said, every episode we start with any new merchandise we got rock-wise, whether it be new shirts, new vinyls, anything rock-related that we got.
I hit the whole format, but you'll see. I hit it all.
So
actually, you know what? I missed one format.
Damn. It's always that one. But
it's always
before Kyle starts, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much break everybody's hearts. I haven't went and got anything yet. Hopefully I get some stuff this weekend. But I can at least show off my shirt that I'm wearing because it's a new shirt that you guys haven't seen. It's not new to me, but it's old to y'all. Or it's not new to y'all, but old to me. It is this Rob Zombie shirt that says Rob motherfucking Zombie on it. And then on the back, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's Rob Zombie. Pretty sure he's giving everybody the finger, I believe.
So, yes, he is. That's what he's doing.
So, yeah, that is my shirt. I've probably had this shirt for maybe 3 or 4 years now, and it's still in good condition. I don't wear it often. So like I said, I didn't buy myself any vinyls. I'm hoping and praying I can get some this weekend. So maybe next week I'll have some stuff to share with you guys.
Next week for the next week's episode, but we'll talk about that once we get a little closer into the episode. But the shirt I'm wearing is Skid Row. And on the back it says the gang's all here from their 22 release. I got this at M3.
I love that shirt.
Thank you.
Another great album, too. I love that Skid Row album.
Yep, it was actually my favorite album of 2022. I enjoyed it a lot. But I'm going to go fast with this, and then we'll start hanging out on the podcast.
Sounds good to me.
So the first thing I found, actually, I didn't find this. Excuse me. Savannah found this in the dollar section in the record store. And it's a VHS tape of Aerosmith, the making of Pump. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
And on cassette, I got Dangerous Toys, Hilaeus Acres. Cassette.
Nice.
The 1991 release.
Hell yeah.
An album that I've been wanting on my want list. I actually found it in the used vinyl section. Deep Purple in Rocks. Speed.
I never really listened to Deep Purple, but I've always heard good things about them.
This is my favorite Deep Purple album. This is amazing.
Oh yes.
It's a gatefold. And then, since I talked about these, I found this, of all places, at Barnes & Nobles, because like I said, we were Christmas shopping yesterday. And I found the newest Deep Purple album, Equals One.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. I was listening to it yesterday. It's this is really good. So when we talk about the later episode, this may show up somewhere. And then this one, last thing. No, one more thing. This thing is actually really cool. I spent $15 on this. It's a reissue. People can see it, but it's Sacrilege. It's a crossover thrash band, and it's the Party with God. It's their first. It's their first album.
Okay.
And this was a record store day release, but the record store I go to had $15 on it. And guess what it had in it? Of course, it had the vinyl.
Ooh.
Everybody's got to show off the vinyl.
Right.
I hate these paper sleeves.
So do I.
They're stuck. Black wax. Came with a comic book.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
A comic book.
Oh, I love that.
And it came with the demos. It came with their demo.
Sweet.
Their 1985 demo.
Nice.
And it has that with the inner sleeve.
Ooh, I like that.
And then the back is pretty cool.
I really like that.
Sacrilege BC, that's what their name was, because they didn't want to be familiar with Sacrilege in the UK.
Gotcha.
So I have their demo, even though it's a reissue, but still I have the demo.
That's awesome though.
And the first album. I just got to find their second album, and then Sacrilege, that's it.
Hell yeah.
They didn't last too long. And then I found this at Walmart. It's some band named Metallica. I don't know if you guys knew this or not.
Never heard of them.
Me neither. I think they're a punk band, I think. No.
I thought they were grunge.
But I found this at Walmart. For some odd reason, this is one album I was missing. Somehow, some way. I don't know. I thought I had it. But I found it at Walmart for like $5.
Nice.
So, yeah, it has it's like a little mini vinyl, and it has the booklet.
Hell yeah.
And then the CD.
Oh, nice.
You can see my reflection.
You know, I'm surprised they're still making CDs.
What's that?
I'm still surprised that they're making CDs.
Why?
I mean,
they're cool.
Because so many people have, can listen to music on their phones now. But, I guess CDs are going to last a while. I mean, they're still making DVDs and Blu-rays, so, why not?
Yeah. I got some DVDs and Blu-rays, but I didn't show them on camera because they're not music related, but they're over there. I can fix this, and then we'll get on with the, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get that. We'll get it. But anyway, as I'm trying to fix this vinyl, we can still... How was your week, Will?
My week was pretty good. My day was good until about 2 o'clock, but, that's a story that we don't want to get into. But
Right. Same.
Yeah. But yeah. How was yours?
My day was all right until I came into the door. After we even had left Walmart, but it's But anywho, I'm here.
I was about to say I'm here. That's all that
We're
matters.
here, and we are going to be starting this episode real fast, real quick. Also,
yeah.
too, um, on my side of it, and maybe will probably do the same, but on my end, I'm also going to rank the albums and then also discuss the album of how I feel about this album and so on, so on, so on, so on. So, my number 9 for the Motley Crue ranking is Generation Swine. Well, Junior! But, Motley Crue, Generation Swine, it's my number 9. It's, like I said, I don't hate this album, even though it's at number 9. There's some songs on here that I pop this CD in on the CD player every so often where I'm like, let's go down the rabbit hole. And I mean, there's some songs I like on here, like Find Myself, Anybody Out There, A Rat Like Me. But other than that, it's just the other stuff I'm not with, like Brandon, Rocket Ship, Glitter. Glitter!
Yeah. Trust me, I get that.
But that's my number 9. Am I holding this up for you too, Will?
Actually, no, you're not, because that's actually my number 9 as well.
I was about to say, I was like, where's this at?
I meant to say yes.
Oh, I was about to say, where's this at? But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just wasn't a fan of it. It just, honestly, the only really song I like was the 97 version, I guess you could call it, of Shout at the Devil.
Shout at the Devil, which they still play today.
Yes. So I wasn't a fan of it. And I mean,
and this is what happens when Motley Crue tries to do Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie and all that other stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
This is not the Motley Crue that we knew or know.
They're like Kyle said.
Sorry,
there's a few songs on there. No, you're fine. But like Kyle said, there's a few songs on there that I like, but all in all, was not a fan of it.
Yep.
So yeah. And if you guys haven't noticed, we're going from our least favorite to our number 1 favorite.
Yep.
Kyle and I may have some similarities.
We did not put Canceled on here because Canceled would have been number 10 in my book. There's only one song I like on that.
Yes, thank you. So what do you have for number 8?
New Tattoo.
Okay.
I have New Tattoo. I mean, it's a little snippet of what Motley Crue was. And I'm going to say it was because you can watch episode 2 to figure out why.
Yes.
They just, some of these songs on here are just like, I mean, first Band on the Moon, like,
yeah,
come on. It's like I don't know. They were just following trends for these 2 albums, which is messed up because Randy is such a phenomenal drummer when he played in Ozzy, and then just this stuff. I mean, Punched in the Teeth by Love, Fake is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hell on High Heels, which is I think the only single off of this record.
I think so.
Treat Me Like a Dog. I mean, I hate that because you in the background hear a dog.
Yes. God, I hated that. I personally hate that.
Superstar.
I mean, the only 3 songs that I liked, because honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Uh-oh, no, Kyle's freezing. Oh no. Kyle, if you could see your face right now. You froze there for a second.
Uh-oh, we lost Will. You froze. What did you say?
So I'm gonna have to agree with you because that same album is also my number 8. And you froze again, Kyle. No, you froze again.
Oh, dang.
Did you hear me though?
Wait. No, I didn't. What did you say?
So I'm gonna have to agree with you because my number 8 is also that same album.
All right.
Because personally, I only like 3 songs off of that album: "Hell on High Heels," "Free Tattoo," and "White Punk on Dope." Yeah, "White Punks on Dope." Those are the only 3
You
songs
like
I
New
like off that album.
Tattoo? Oh my God, New Tattoo.
It's not
I
my
got a new
favorite.
tattoo.
It's not my favorite, but I can be a sucker sometimes for songs that are named. The album name is also a song. So I can be a sucker for that.
Got you.
So yeah. So far, you and I have our bottom 2 are the same.
I wonder if we're going to be the same all the way.
I think our top 4, maybe 5, will probably be different.
All right.
What you got for number 7?
My number 7.
Ooh. Oh, you hurt me on that one.
Theater of Pain. As the Dirt would say, there's no songs on here, Doc.
All right. I mean, we're both a little off there, but
Louder Than Hell. I mean, Louder Than Hell is pretty cool.
I think you froze again. Yeah, you froze again, Kyle.
Because of the picture.
Right.
This is what got me.
Okay. I think that's supposed to be
Motley Crue. This was the first album I ever heard. This was history, but I don't know. I usually reach for this less a little bit, but if I'm like in the mood to like go down memory lane, I'm like, let me put on some Theater of Pain. But
okay.
Number 7 is my my number 7 is the Theater of Pain.
Okay.
Where am I going with this?
I don't know if you're going to agree with my number 7.
Well, I have to show the prop, so I have to.
Right. I'm just thinking. I'm like, I don't know if he's going to agree with my number 7. My number 7 is Red, White, and Crew. I don't know why. It's a good album, but it's not. I can't say it's my favorite. Why? I don't know why. It's not there for me.
I didn't put that on the.
We didn't put that one on the list. Okay, well, I did write down 10. I did write down 10.
Red, White, and Crew is a best of, but it has 4 new songs. I mean, the new songs on it. But oops.
Okay. I did write down an honorable mention, which could go.
I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. And this one was hard.
It was hard. I mean, when we were talking off camera, I was like, I got my first 3. I got the bottom 2, and I'm like, I gotta make the sandwich.
Right.
I got the 2 pieces of bread. I just gotta.
So the one that I put that I could not think where I wanted to put it, that we could replace Red, White, and Crew with, you might not agree. White Trash Circus.
White Trash? You talking about Saints Los Angeles?
Oh, why was I thinking that was an album? Really? That was an album? I knew it was a song. Why was I thinking it was an album?
White Trash Circus is on Saints Los Angeles.
Right? And see, Saints Los Angeles is on my list. Why did I think that was an album?
Oh, I don't know.
Then I'll stick with Red, White, and Crew, even though that really wasn't. Yeah.
I'm gonna,
For some
I'm
reason,
gonna
I was
stick with.
thinking White Trash Circus. For some reason, I thought White Trash Circus. Even though I knew in my head somewhere it was a song. For some reason, I thought when I was making my list, I'm like, is this an album? And I should have went and looked in freaking my songs, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's okay.
But anyway, yeah, I really wasn't a fan of Red, White, and Crew.
It's all good.
What do you have for number
6?
Yes.
Dr. Feelgood.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
It does not have. I mean, I have Skittles in my mouth. I am so unprofessional.
You're fine.
But it has Dr. Feelgood on here, of course. That's the title. It's got Kickstart My Heart, SOS, Same Old Situation, which I really like, Same Old Situation.
Yes.
But like the other songs, like Slice of Your Pie, Rattlesnake Shake, it's just, I don't know. This wasn't it for Sober Crew, even though it went number 1. I mean,
I can agree with that.
it's just not one that I reach for. What is your number 6?
So my number 6, and I honestly only like 2 songs off of the album. And I bought the album. I bought it on vinyl. Girls, Girls, Girls.
No.
Yes.
Shameful.
Yes.
Shameful.
It is shameful.
Shame.
I only like
What's
Wild Side and I like Girls, Girls, Girls. Those are the only 2 songs out of that album I like. Maybe if I actually sit down now that I have the vinyl and actually listen to it all the way through, I might bump it up a spot or 2. It might break my top 5.
We'll check you in 20 years. We'll do this in 20 years and see if it's the same.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So what do you have for number 5?
The last tried and true Motley Crue album they ever did. Saints Los Angeles. Number 5. The pride and true, the last gutter. I'm putting that in air quotes. Motley Crue record. I mean, this is as sleazy as you can get, as Motley Crue will ever get close. Now, if people out there that did not buy the canceled EP, not going to touch this. It's not.
I can agree with that.
But face down in the dirt, what's it going to take down at the whiskey? The Animal in Me, Welcome to the Machine, Just Another Psycho, Chicks Equal Trouble. This Ain't a Love Song.
Yes.
And then, I mean, the last song I really don't like is Going Out Swinging. I mean, that's the only song I don't like. But this is my top 5 because this is the last Motley Crue, true Motley Crue album we're going to get.
I agree. And with that being said, my number 5, that is also my number 5.
I'm only showing this because I have the poster hanging up on the wall. So
that is awesome. But yes, Saints of Los Angeles is also my number 5. My favorite song on that entire album is The Animal in Me. That is probably my favorite song off of there. Just Another Psycho is right after that.
It's like thunder.
And
don't copyright, please.
Why I thought it was an album, knowing damn well it's a song off of this album. White Trash Circus is one of my songs off of there. I must have been just having a stupid moment when I thought it was.
Bottom, laid a bed.
Yes.
I didn't have the fork till it hit me in the head.
Yes. And I mean, a lot of people like this song too. But
we don't give a shit because we're busy getting high. Another lawsuit.
But yeah, Motherfucker of the Year is also a great song off of that album too.
They actually didn't play that when I seen them live.
Yes, in
the Hershey tour or Hershey tour. Stadium tour, fellas. Stadium tour. They didn't play MF of the year. They played.
Yeah,
I think they played
they
Saints
may
of
have,
Los Angeles.
they may have played one of these songs when I saw them earlier this year. I can't even remember. But yes, that is
We should
my
go
number
see
5.
him in the Boardwalk of Rock. Say that 5 times fast. Blah, blah, blah.
I think that's actually during the week of Rockville. I
May.
think. Yeah, I got to look at the dates again.
Even speaking of that, I still haven't got dates for M3 yet.
Really? Jesus.
So cool, ain't it?
Right.
So cool.
All
But
right.
anyway, back to the crew.
So what do you have for number 4?
The album that you just shitted on, sir.
All right.
You're all I need, Will.
That is a good song.
So I set you free. I had to take the knife. Anywho, number 4 for me. Motley Crue's Girls, Girls, Girls. I like Wild Side. I like Girls, Girls, Girls. I like Dancing on Glass. That's a cool song. Bad Boy Boogie. It's okay.
Right.
Nona. It's a instrumental to Nikki's grandmother. So, I mean,
yes, did know that.
5 years dead. Yeah. I mean, but anyway, Dancing on Glass. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I don't know why this is 5 and this is 4, but I reach for this more than this, even though this is the last. Ow! Fuck!
Jesus, are you okay?
Oh! Oh!
I can't see.
I can't see.
You're okay, buddy.
I can't see. But anyway, this is my number 4. Like I said, I play this album a lot. I like it. I don't know why you don't like it. I'll see you in 20 years.
Right. So.
Because this is the 30th anniversary, so maybe we'll try it again for the.
Right, we can try it again.
So what is your number 4?
My number 4 is one you already had on the list, a little bit lower. Theater of Pain.
All right, convince me. I'll show it for you. Convince me.
Home Sweet Home. Obviously, it's anybody. If it's anybody's favorite album, Home Sweet Home is probably one of their favorite songs. Like I said last episode, it was, or actually, Kyle, you said it. It was Aerosmith's. What song?
Yeah, Aerosmith. This is their Dream On. Yep.
Yes, it was their
Yep.
it was their coming home song. Like, yes, at that point in time, Vince was the only one that was sober. But
Was
that
he though?
song was right. Was he really though? But that was their song to pull it all together. Granted, they were early in their career, but with Vince being sober.
Yeah, this was their technically third studio album.
Yes.
So it was really like.
Yeah, trust me, I know what you're saying. But yeah, so Home Sweet Home will forever be a favorite song off of that album. But it's a toss-up between these two songs, Louder Than Hell and Smoking in the Boys' Room. I think it's a toss-up between those two, but if I really had to pick, I really do like Smoking in the Boys' Room off of that album. So, yeah, but Home Sweet Home will forever be a great song. When I saw them earlier this year at Welcome to Rockville, it was great because lights went out, and while the lights were still out, all of a sudden you just heard a piano being played, and then the spotlight, boom, there's Tommy on the piano playing the intro to Home Sweet Home, and it was great. They did it a little different the first time I saw them. Yes.
Did he look like that?
No, I wish. But yeah, so the first time I saw them, I don't remember if they did the lights out, put spotlight on Tommy playing the piano. I don't remember if they did that. But we'll go back one more album. I think it was the last album that you were just on, Girls, Girls, Girls. Okay. So when I saw them earlier this year, before they played Girls, 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 you see a spotlight go on Tommy. Like, what are they doing? Like, what's about to happen here? And Tommy sets down his drumsticks, gets up, walks. Vince hands him a mic, and he yells to the crowd, "I want to see some titties." Okay. All of a sudden, the cameraman that's recording the show, he pans out to the crowd, and you see all these titties, and then next thing you know, there goes the intro to Girls, Girls, Girls. So that was probably one of the best freaking ways to start off that song.
He did that when we seen him at Hershey before Home Sweet Home. So.
Oh wow, nice. I don't remember what song they did that to. When I saw them in 2015. So yeah.
There he is, the man of the hour.
You want to say hi? So yeah, that is my number 4. 4. Right? 4.
All right, we're on top 3, guys. Top 3. This was the easiest. These are the 3 that I grabbed first. These were the first 3. I was like, these are it. Boom, boom, boom. Number 3 for me. It may be low for other people, but this is high for me. The 94 album.
Okay.
With singer John Corabi. This was really good.
I'm going to continue letting him talk. I have to tend to get something with him real quick.
Gotcha.
But I'm still listening.
But yeah, number 3 for me. Power to the Music. Hooligan's Holiday. Misunderstood. Smoke the Sky. I mean, it's great stuff on here. It's really, really good stuff. I enjoy this album a lot. And it's different. Like I said, I think if they would have sold, there's some pictures. If they sold this on the previous episode, I said they would have got rid of this name and put like something different. People would have probably bought more copies, in my opinion, if they didn't call it a Motley Crue record. And that's probably why it didn't do too well. It had a different vocals. But yeah, it's really, really good stuff on here. Yeah. Good stuff. But 9, 8, 7.
Okay, so my number 3 is Too Fast for Love.
Okay. Oh,
it's just a great album. I mean, need I say more?
No.
It's just a great album.
But what's above it? We'll find out, folks.
Yes.
But anyway, this is. Yep, I'm holding it up for Will. His number 3.
Yes, that is my number 3. You're okay. Hold on. And I am ready to hear your number 2.
My number 2?
Yes.
He said no fair answer. Shout at the Devil, number 2.
Ooh, okay.
Shout at the Devil is number 2. Bastard, Helter, I'll say Helter Skelter. Red Hot, Knock 'Em Dead, Danger. I mean, this for a sophomore album, this is really good. I mean, it's really good. It did their thing.
Yes.
They did their thing on this album for studio.
Yes. Shout Out the Devil.
I mean, it had so much. Like I said, they spent all their time writing Too Fast for Love. And then in 83, they put this out. Of course, this is not the original cover. We all know what the original cover was. It was just a big pentagram. But the record company said, no, let's do this.
Yes.
But anywho, it's a pretty cool artwork, album art anyway. And then in the CD, you got the gatefold as well. But yeah, this is my number 2.
Okay.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Dr. Feelgood. Yes.
You froze.
Yes. Dr. Feelgood is my number 2. And
Dr. Feelgood's number 2?
Yes.
What am I missing? No, I'm just kidding. What am I missing? Show me. Tell me.
You know, I'm not going to say Dr. Feelgood is my favorite song off of that album because it's not my favorite song. It's in my top 3.
What's your number 1 song on this album?
My favorite song.
I'm learning today, folks. That's why I'm asking all these questions. That's why if you see you're seeing a grin on my face, it's like I don't know. I'm asking.
But my favorite song off of that album is "Kickstart My Heart."
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a really cool song. It's really good.
Yes.
I even like the voice box and
yes,
the beginning of the race car and stuff. It's really cool. I'm not a big fan of the music video though, but
no,
I do.
I'm not.
All right. So we're doing number 1. There's no shock here. I think Will already knows. He's smiling. You know what my number 1 is, Will?
My number 3. Yep, my number 3.
This is Livewire, Come On and Dance, Public Enemy number 1, Take Me to the Top, Piece of Your Action, Starry Eyes, Too Fast for Love, and On With the Show. The only song that really, it's okay, but I'm like, it's merry-go-round. Like, I like it, but then when Vince does his raspy, I go away.
Yes. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. No.
It's like, ouch, I gotta hear this like 6 times. But it's an okay song on this, but everything else on here is great. It's my favorite. And I don't know why it's not yours.
It's a toss up between that and Dr. Feelgood. I mean, I think I could put that one as my number 2 and drop Dr. Feelgood to number 3. I think I could. So my number 1 is your number 2, Shout at the Devil. My favorite song off of that album, or favorite 2 or 3 songs, obviously are Shout at the Devil. I love the way the album begins with In the Beginning. Love that. And then just the way it goes into Shout at the Devil. And my next 2 favorite songs off of that are Too Young to Fall in Love and Looks to Kill. So yeah, that is my number 1, and that actually concludes our top 9 favorite albums.
Yep. I'm gonna run it through real fast, see if people missed it, because I know with technology and stuff, we're freezing and stuff. But number 9 was Generation Swine.
Yes.
Number 8, New Tattoo. Number 7 for me was Theater of Pain. Number 6 was Dr. Feelgood. Number 5 was Saints of Los Angeles. Number 4 was Girls, Girls, Girls. Number 3 was the 94 self-titled album. Number 2 was, not that one, was Shout at the Devil. And my number one, Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love.
So my number 9 was Generation Swine. My number 8 was New Tattoo. My number 7 was Red, White, and Crew. Then it was Girls, Girls, Girls. My number 6, I believe, was Saints of Los Angeles.
Yep.
Then we had Theater of Pain. My number 3 was Too Fast for Love. My number 2, which I could switch my number 2 and 3. Kind of iffy. But my number 2 was Dr. Feelgood, and my number 1 was Shout at the Devil. Yes. And if y'all paid attention to last episode, even though we did not mention it, it was mentioned in the movie The Dirt. There was some, what is the word I'm thinking of? There was some political issues, we'll put it that way, with people thinking that it was Shout with the Devil, and it was not. It is Shout at the Devil.
Shout.
Even though Shout with the Devil does sound pretty cool too.
You're going. Well, they have a song on the Dirt soundtrack that they re-record. Well, not re-recorded, but they added new songs on it. Was Ride with the Devil. So
yes,
you can shout at the devil, or you can ride with the devil.
Yes. So let me actually. I have not listened to this yet, and I regret not listening to it yet. But I found it because I was looking up some more Motley Crue songs on Apple Music. There is. I'm going to listen to it after this episode, and I'm going to let you know how I feel about it. But apparently, there is a version of Home Sweet Home featuring Chester Bennington. Yeah, apparently it came out in 2005. It was just a single. So I like I said, I've yet to listen to it.
I did not know that.
I found it on Apple Music because I was realizing that I'm very particular with my songs, and if I download, if I put a song from an artist and it's like on a greatest hits album, and I'm like, no, I want it from the original album. So I was going through some of my songs, and I found Home Sweet Home, and I'm like, crap, I put this on my phone from one of their greatest hits albums or something.
Oh.
And I came across this, and I'm like, Home Sweet Home featuring Chester Bennington, and I have yet to listen to it, so I plan on listening
to it. Better than hearing the Home Sweet Home version. I guess you haven't seen the new Motley Crue thing?
No.
Nashville Outlaws. It's country music artists doing Motley Crue songs. So you have Justin Moore doing Home Sweet Home with Vince Neil.
Interesting.
And then B.G. Brantley Gilbert's doing Girls, Girls, Girls.
Even more interesting.
But yeah, if you see them on Apple Music, give them a spin.
Who are they called again?
It's called, well, no, it's an actual Motley Crue album, but they made it. It's called Nashville Outlaws.
Huh. I would definitely see if I can find them.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's the whole album. Listen to this. Okay. Kickstart My Heart, done by Rascal Flatts. Now, granted, everybody, I'm gonna throw this out there. I used to listen to country. My mom, she listened to country. My dad was more into rock. She got him listening to country for a little while, so therefore I had to start listening to country. And then my dad kind of went back to rock. But anyway, so I know some country artists from back then. I know some from today because my girl.
I do not like Rascal Flatts, and I don't want to listen to their version of Kickstart My Heart.
Okay, but no. This is a 17-song album. Okay, number 1, Kickstart My Heart by Rascal Flatts. If I Die Tomorrow, done by Florida Georgia Line. Smoking in the Boys' Room, done by Leanne Rimes. I may have to listen to this album. I may have to.
If I Die Tomorrow by Florida Georgia Line.
Yes. Okay. And like Kyle said, Home Sweet Home is done with Justin Moore featuring Vince Neil. The Animal in Me, done by Cassidy Pope. Now, here's one. they kind of stayed rock with this, even though he went country for a little while, and I think he kind of came back to the rock scene. But their song "Afraid" is done by Aaron Lewis. Everybody knows who Aaron Lewis is. He's from Stained. But Aaron Lewis went country for a little while. He released a couple country songs.
I grew up on a
Yes.
dirt road in the town you wouldn't know.
It's not that bad of a song, though. Okay. Same Old Situation, done by Big and Rich. That actually sounds like it might be a good song. Big and Rich was not that bad. I seen them live.
Hey, yo.
Without You is done by Claire Bowen and Sam Pilato. Don't Go Away, Just Go Away is done by the Eli Young Band. Some of these artists I've never heard of. Looks That Kill is done by some girl named Lauren Jenkins. Live Wire is done by the Cadillac 3. Dr. Feelgood is done by the Mavericks. And I think you mentioned this one, but Girls, Girls, Girls is done by Brantley Gilbert.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested in this one because I know who she is. My mom listened to her, and she wasn't that bad of an artist. But Wild Side was done by Gretchen Wilson. Okay, this one actually is interesting because he was also in the rock scene. But is now, I think he's still country. Time for Change is done by Darius Rucker, and if some of y'all don't know who Darius Rucker is, he is Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish. But so he's now but I think he's been in the country scene for, I don't know, maybe 10 years now. And he's going by, I think that's his real name, Darius Rucker.
He's going by Darius Rucker. Sorry, the Darius Rucker Band.
Yes. And I believe Kyle mentioned this one already. Home Sweet Home with Vince Neil again is done by Justin Moore, and then they have a live version of Home Sweet Home just with Justin Moore. I may actually give this album a try. I might. If not, it's not going to hurt my feelings. But there are some songs that I'm interested in. And yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. At Nashville Outlaws. I did not ever hear about them.
I'm not buying it.
I won't buy it. Luckily, I don't buy my songs on Apple Music. I pay for the service every month.
Right.
But if I don't like a song or I want to get rid of it, I can delete it and it won't stay in my library.
Fair enough.
So that is interesting. But as far as the the Home Sweet Home featuring Chester Bennington, I plan on giving that a listen tonight, and I will let you know, Kyle, how I feel about that.
And also, let me know about that Kickstart My Heart with
oh yeah,
whatever his third name.
Who did
Donald Blank.
Who did Kickstart My Heart? Rascal Flatts.
Rascal Flatts, that's what it is.
So yeah, that's wow. That is interesting. Like I said, I'll give that a try. So okay, since we're kind of on that subject and we're already done our ranking of the Motley albums, and we're talking about other bands doing covers to songs. Okay, so Rob Zombie's Thunder Kiss 65, right? You don't know Rob Zombie's Thunder Kiss 65? That is a song you have to give a listen. So a band, I don't know if he's rock or if he's like that country rock or whatever. I don't know what he is. But there's a song called Thunder Cash 69. It's a pretty good song. I like it. So yeah, I gave that song a try. It's definitely in my Apple Music. I like it. Here's another song that you probably didn't know was covered. Okay. Hold on.
1985.
The Rob Zombies is Thunder Kiss 65, and then the other song that is kind of like not really a parody, but it's like along those lines. It's called Thunder Cash 69. But here's a song that you probably didn't know was done again, and I didn't even know he did the song. And I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan. Was where is it? Brick House. You know the 70s song? She's a Brick House.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
Duh.
Rob Zombie covered that with Lionel Richie. Yes, and it's good. It is good. It's a good song. Yes, and
I'll give it a spin.
I just recently found out that he did that, and like I said, I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan. Huge. But yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah, okay? Let's get on a different subject. Staying in the rock genre. But how do you feel about the albums Punk Goes Pop? Never heard of them?
Punk Goes Pop?
Yes. I don't think they've done any in a while. But it's where rock bands take either a rap song or a pop song and turn it rock.
I think every once in a while when me and Bobby, my cousin Bobby, hangs out, and I think he has some on his Spotify. Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them, they have their own twist to it, and that's what I like about covers. I mean,
yes.
Some other people doing other people's music. You put your twist, or not my twist, because who am I?
I know.
No, I'm just saying, when the band puts their twist on their version,
go sleep.
And sometimes it may work or it just doesn't work.
Okay. So have you heard of the band Motionless in White?
Through other people, yes, but me personally, no.
So they did a cover to Rammstein's Du hast.
Du hast me.
Yes. I like it. Personally, I like it. And as you might not know this, you may know this, but they also did Rhea Ripley's theme song or entrance song.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because my other cousin, he, what should I say? He listens to, I should say, well, no, because you listen to the same stuff as I do. But anyway, your main, your tree, I don't know what the hell I'm on tonight. Your tree branch. No. Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying, because I listen to 80s grunge, heavy, death, and then I guess you could say screamo. I listen to all that.
Right. And my cousin, he does the same thing, but we talk about when we're in the room together, talking about wrestling and stuff, and he'll mention like some bands he's been listening to, and he mentioned uh, Motionless in White. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, and he was like, yeah, they did Rhea Ripley's music. I was like, and every time when she hits the stage, I'm just like, it's pretty good.
Well, did you watch WrestleMania this year?
Am I watching WrestleMania this year or last year?
Well, the one that happened this year?
Oh, I don't. No, I don't think I did. No,
well, when Rhea's match happened,
the band showed up.
They performed her song for her.
Oh, okay.
Now, Falling in Reverse. You might not know this song, but it's an older rap song. It's from the 90s. But it's called Gangster's Paradise.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
Falling in Reverse did a cover to it. I think they did great. They did great on it. Here's a band that you may have heard of. A lot of people haven't. I'm a big fan of them because they do songs associated to horror movies. Ice Nine Kills.
I've heard of them.
They have a song for Halloween, Friday 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. They just came out with one for Terrifier this year. Texas Chainsaw, Saw, It, Shining.
If I'm not mistaken, I think 2 years ago they opened up for Iron Maiden.
Nice. Ice Nine Kills is a great band.
I believe either that or either them. I think it was them, or was it? I think it was them because it was Emotionless in White. I don't think it was them, but I believe it was Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah, Ice Nine Kills is a great band. Yeah, they did their own cover. Can't really say it was a cover because it wasn't the same exact song, but it was along those lines to the song Stacy's Mom, but they called it Jason's,
going on.
but they called it Jason's Mom for Jason Voorhees. So yeah.
Can I show my age?
Sure.
I remember when that song came out on 98 Rock. I was in 4th grade and they were saying like, this is the brand new song and I forget the band that did it.
Shoot.
But anyway, I remember going to school.
That band, not to cut you off, Fountains of Wayne, that was the band because their lead singer passed away 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Give or take a few years. But I remember they were talking about it because like every rock station. I think this is when I still lived back home. They played Stacy's Mom a lot.
Yeah, I remember when that song was coming out on 98 Rock, and they played that. They played that so much, and then Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I'm just like, I can't do 90s or early 2000s.
I get that.
It's not my cup of excuse me. It's not my cup of tea.
No, I get that. Ice Nine Kills also did a song for Scream. What song? With the oh shoot, Psycho, the movie Psycho. Yeah. But yeah, they're big on the horror movie related music.
Yeah, it was them. I'm as you're talking, my head's. It was them that opened up for Iron Maiden, which that's a weird band to pick to open up for you, but
yeah, especially Iron Maiden. But
I think Iron Maiden was trying to get some of the excuse me, I got the hiccups, folks. The new kids to be like, hey, come and see the Iron Maiden show, but you'll see Ice Nine Kills open up for them.
Right. But yeah, that is definitely a good band. I tell a lot of people to check them out if they ever have the chance.
Right.
Yeah, where else can we go into this conversation?
Don, if anybody's going to watch this episode, Don Dokken is selling his Harley Davidson on eBay. You want to buy it?
I heard about that, but I didn't know how true it was.
It's very true. I mean, he's paralyzed from. I mean, his left hand.
I think so.
His left hand is pretty much shot. He's paralyzed, and he can't ride no more. But I was reading it this afternoon when I was out and about, and I was like, "Dang!"
Right.
So, folks, if they're watching, you can go buy Don Dawkins' Harley Davidson for $4,000.
Damn, that's cheap. What year?
Yeah, 1990. I can show it to you.
Bad. That's not bad for 1990.
It's on eBay. Okay, I'll show it to you.
Let me see if I can think of any more songs that I can think of.
It's a 1990 Harley Davidson VXR.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Sorry, folks. It's bidding. You bid it, and so far there's been 20 bids, and
Right.
you can see it right here, Will.
Ooh. I like that. I like the color.
And the bid is so far is $7,600. So, folks, if you want to bid, go bid.
Go bid now. Go bid now.
And you can either get it shipped or you can go to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and pick it up yourself.
I think. Excuse me, folks. Sorry. I say go pick it up yourself.
What?
You know, I think I have an idea for another episode.
Oh.
So since you randomly found this unknown band's album at Walmart, Metallica, I think maybe we're caught up to what ideas for episodes up to what 6?
Let me check my notes.
Yeah, I can actually should have went and looked myself. 4, 5, yeah, 6. We're up to 6. So
yeah, we did our favorite albums for episode 1.
yes,
The Dirt Deep Dive.
yes. So
Next to after you talk about what you want to do, because after what
yeah,
you're going to say, I'm going to say yes anyway. So go ahead. What you got?
so I think for episode 7, I think we should do, because there is so many, I think we should do our top 5 Metallica albums.
Top 5 Metallica albums?
Yes.
All right. I'm with it. So we'll put that in. And that is saved. We got it.
Sweet.
And then our next episode, I guess we can give a little snippet because we'll probably repeat ourselves on the following episode.
Yes.
But Will has put look at me spitting out words that don't even exist. Will put a stipulation on this next episode, and I'm going to let Will explain why he picked that number for the episode. So go ahead, Will.
So to end out the year, we are going to pick our top 5.
5.
Albums. Oh wait, I'm sorry, 3. 3. Was it 3?
Oh, I was about to say, yay! No.
We can do 5. We can do 5.
You want to do 5?
We can do 5. So we're gonna pick our top 5 favorite albums, and I'll throw in there a little hint or a little extra because I may not come up with 5 because I also like some singles that came out this year. Right. But we're going to pick our top 5 favorite albums that came out this year or hit singles that came out this year.
Okay.
So that is for next
week's episode. So as we're recording this, I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, or whatever you celebrate.
Yes.
But anyway.
But yes, that is our next episode for episode 4. 4, not 4.
4. Number 4, our top 5.
But like Kyle said, because I believe even though we typically do our episodes on Saturdays, Kyle is going to a concert tomorrow night, so we chose to do an episode tonight. So there will not be an episode tomorrow. We will resume episode 4 on the 28th, which is next Saturday. But like Kyle said, if you don't catch today's episode or next week's episode, actually, let me stop what I'm saying because I'm spitting out nonsense. If you don't catch today's episode and we happen to see you next episode, for those of you that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those of you that kind of are like me, I celebrate Christmas because I have children, but not to get into the religious aspect. I celebrate Yule because I am a pagan, and that is what we call Christmas, and we technically celebrate that on the 21st. But me personally, I celebrate Yule up until Christmas. So yes, if
So
you guys,
Yule is tomorrow.
Yule is technically tomorrow, yes. So yeah, if you guys don't catch today's episode and you just happen to see us tomorrow, or you see this episode after Christmas, Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. So yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Kyle and I are doing really good. Like I said, we're up to episode 6, right?
episode
7. We have all the way up to our 7th episode planned out. And
then comment, guys, if you want a episode that you want to see.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say. We see the views, guys. We see the views. I think episode 1 has like 20 some views. Episode 2 has.
Will did 19 views of it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I did do some views. I watched it a couple times. You know, I like to go back on episodes and, you know, just rewatch them, laugh at the stupid things that we say. Even though we laugh during the episode, it's just funny to laugh at them again. So I did watch I did personally watch the first episode probably about 19 times. So I may actually account for 19 of the 22 views. I don't know if YouTube keeps counting the views if you watched it numerous times. I'm not really sure. But episode 2 was uploaded 2 or 3
Finally,
days ago.
that was that was a pain.
And that's got like I think 5 views, give or take a few.
Yep.
And for those of you that are watching, if you guys have watched episodes 1 and 2, do us a favor, spread the word, because Kyle and I found out today, YouTube is crazy. You know, YouTube don't shut us down or anything, but we need 50 subscribers each to actually be able to go live on YouTube. So if you guys are watching this episode, subscribe to both of us, please. Kyle's had a YouTube channel longer than me. I just created mine, so I have one subscriber, and it happens to be Kyle. Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome. So welcome.
Kyle has about 20 subscribers, so he's got
18. I got 18.
So he has a big jump start ahead of me. So if you guys that are watching this, please subscribe to both of us. Help us get to 50 subscribers so we can actually start going live and we don't have to do these on Skype and have to upload them to YouTube. So please subscribe to us, guys. Just give us the subscribers. You don't have to watch our videos. Just subscribe. Hit that
subscribe. Just please subscribe.
You know? And like Kyle said, leave us comments. Leave us comments of what you guys want us to talk about. You know, if you give us a good enough reason to why you want us to talk about freaking WWE, because Kyle and I, yes, we're WWE fans. You know, yes, and before any of you guys comment, oh, why do you guys want to talk about WWE? It's fake. Yes, we both know it's fake.
Predetermined.
Yes, predetermined. But I don't watch every week, but I stay in the mix of what's going on with the storylines, because my fiance Sarah and I, we watch the pay-per-views or the PLEs, whatever they're calling them now.
PLEs?
Yeah, it's Premier Live Event. I think that's what they're calling it now.
Oh, yeah, Lord have mercy.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, we watch those every month for freaking S&Gs. And like I said last week, if you don't know what S&Gs is, shits and giggles. You guys got to stay with me. If I say S&Gs, you guys will eventually know what it means. But if you guys give me and Kyle a good enough reason to talk about WWE, we will do an episode talking about WWE. Even though we said in the beginning, yes, we'll talk about nothing but Rock and anything rock or metal related, give us a good enough reason to talk about something.
For God's sakes, I have.
Yes. Kyle was a wrestler at one point too. Hell, we could have a whole episode about Kyle being a wrestler at one point.
Oh man!
Just give us a good enough reason. If there's a movie that you guys want us to talk about, because obviously episode 2 we talked about The Dirt. Give us a good enough reason to talk about that movie. We're here for y'all. I mean, yes, we're here for each other. Kyle and I are here for each other, but we're also here for y'all. Give us a good enough reason to talk about something, guys.
I'm here for
We'll
you.
talk about it.
I'm
I'm here for y'all. Look, like the famous Army poster was back in the day with Uncle Sam pointing at you. I want you to give us a good enough reason to talk about something. Because, like I said, Kyle and I both have up to episode 7 planned out already. But if between the first episode, second, and this episode, if you guys comment on one of those and you did, help us or persuade us to talk about something different on one of those episodes, like if you comment on one of those episodes and say, hey, you guys should really talk about this, give us a good enough reason and persuade us. And maybe, just maybe, we'll change up one of our episodes and push it down another episode and talk about what you want us to talk about.
I'll invite you on the video. How about that? I'll invite you.
Yes, and that specific person, we will get, if we're still having to do this on Skype, we will add you in the Skype call.
I will find you. Not mean it that way, but I will find you and put you on Skype.
Yes, we will let you come in on the episode and laugh and talk about what you want us to talk about. That is what we're asking you guys. Because either way, we're doing this for y'all and we're doing this for fun. Like I said in the beginning, and like Kyle has said it too, we're doing this for fun. We don't care if you guys don't watch the videos, you guys don't like, you guys don't subscribe. If Kyle and I are on episode 20 and we're still not able to go live on YouTube, we're still going to be here every week on a Skype call trying to entertain y'all.
Doing it anyhow, anyway.
Exactly. Kyle will still be sitting on the couch and I'll still be sitting in my kitchen or my dining room and we'll still be talking to y'all. So, come on, guys. Like I said, get us up to 50 subscribers and y'all will be able to watch us live on YouTube.
I made it, Mom. I made it.
Exactly. Hey, Mom, I'm famous. I made it to YouTube.
I'm famous on YouTube. I made it. My band is going to hit and sell out Baltimore.
So yeah, guys, that we're here for y'all.
I'm here for me. I'm here for you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, if you guys knew what episodes we have planned out, we only told you what episode 4 is and episode 7. Y'all don't know what 5 and 6 is yet.
They're fun.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 5 and 6 are really good episodes. Really good episodes.
And hard.
Yes, episode 5 is gonna be hard. Episode 5 is gonna be really hard. Episode 6
is fun.
6 is gonna be fun, and it's gonna make us think and have to think a little bit, not a lot, but we're gonna have to take a trip down memory lane. Yeah. But it's gonna be a fun episode. 5 is hard.
Fun times.
7 might even be hard. 7 might be a little hard. Only because
I have to think
Metallica
about it.
albums. Only because there are so many Metallica albums.
I think I can do it.
I think I could do it.
Well, I have to do it.
I mean, I know my number 1, and I've said it to y'all numerous times. I'll go ahead and throw my number 1 Metallica album out there right now. Garage Inc. I'm going to get it. I don't care how much money I have to spend. I'm going to get that one. So there you guys go. You guys have a spoiler 4 episodes out. There you go. Oh,
I think I threw out my number one on the first episode.
you may have. I'd have to go back and look.
But my number one, I'll spoil it, is Ride the Lightning.
That's in my top 5. That is definitely in my top 5.
I think I threw it out on favorite albums. I think I talked about it. But you see it because we had. But
So yeah,
I figured it out now. I figured it out.
All right, Kyle. What else would you like to talk about, man?
I want to talk about the show I'm going to on Saturday.
Oh, fuck yeah, we definitely have to do that. How could I forget? Even though I just talked about it.
Yeah. It's at Moore's Burgers Tavern. It's in Catonsville, and it's like a it's called Metal Mayhem, and they do it. What should I say? 97 Underground, a digital radio station in Baltimore. You can download the app for free on your smartphone. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I just it's pretty cool. But you can download the album. You download the app. But the show that I'm going to on Saturday is, and I can't show. I mean, I can show, but the bands that I'm going to go see.
Oh, you were telling me this the other day.
It's pretty much a local. They're local death metal bands,
yeah.
and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Excited for you. I'm actually
Yeah.
excited for you.
Seeing the local bands and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But fun.
Oh, here's a local band for you. Are you a fan of the band Charm City Devils?
Yes, and he has a new band called Stone Horses.
Does he? I did not know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I've always been a
singer for Charm City Devils, used to be the drummer for Child's Play, a local Baltimore band back in the 80s.
I was going to say I've heard of Child's Play.
Yep, he was the drummer. John Allen was the drummer for him. And I met him at M3 when they played there. And he came over to the 97 Underground booth. And I have the album that 97 Underground had back in the day. It's called Beast from the East Volume 1, and it has local Baltimore bands on it. It has Child's Play, Wrathchild America, and all kinds of people. But he autographed it for me, and we sat and chit chat for a little bit. But he's a pretty cool dude. He's
nice.
And he's a Dundalk boy. He went to Dundalk High, Will.
Oh wow. Interesting. Yep. That did not know.
Yep. Now he lives in Annapolis. Not to throw out his information out, but yeah.
So, do you know the song "God's Gonna Cut You Down" by Charm City Devils? You know Marilyn Manson did a cover to that.
I did not know who. Yeah. I did not.
Yeah, he did a cover to it. Both good songs. Marilyn Manson. He didn't butcher the song, and I was shocked. But very good song. What's another band? I don't think the whole band's from Maryland. I have to Google it because I can't remember if it's Blink or Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte.
I think it is Good Charlotte.
Because
I think it's only one of their members.
Yeah.
Is it the lead singer?
I'm not so sure.
No, but their lead singer is married to Cameron Diaz. Interesting.
Huh.
And Joel Madden, they're oh, that's right, it's the brothers, Benji and Joel. I forgot they were brothers. Is married to Nicole Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter. That's right. They're from Waldorf.
Waldorf.
Yes. And one of them, I can't remember if it's Benji or Joel, is I don't know if you've watched it or you're a fan of the show, Ink Master. He's like one of the judges.
I
or the
have
host.
not watched Ink Master, but I've heard of the show.
Yeah, it used to be
Used to be on
Dave
Spike,
Navarro.
right?
Yeah. Well, the host used to be, or one of the judges, I should say, used to be Dave Navarro, and then I think now it's one of the Joel brothers. Yeah, and they're from Waldorf. That's where they're
from. Okay. Still Maryland. Still counts.
Yeah, of course. Damn. And then another member is married to Hillary Duff. Holy shit.
That's wild.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, okay. And then another one of their members, Paul Thomas, he's also from Waldorf. So 3 of their members are from Maryland. Oh, no, wait. I think everybody's from Maryland except for a few of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they've had quite a few members in the band. So like 3 or 4 of them are from Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know about you, but I was a good Charlotte fan.
Yeah, I've seen little episodes when clicking through the TV guide and stuff, and you see it on, and just I don't know.
No, I get it.
I've seen a little bit of it, and I didn't really like.
Yes, I think all of them, according to Google. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Majority of them are from Maryland, so yeah, we'll say they're all from Maryland. Is it them that's going to be at Rockville? God, I keep forgetting who's going to be at Rockville and who's not. Yes, Good Charlotte is going to be there Friday. It's going to be
Good Charlotte's going to be at Rockville?
Yes. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. That is actually a band from the 90s that I've always wanted to see, along with Green Day, who was the headliner that day, too. So, kind of glad they're going to be there.
Yeah, you get to go all 4 days, right?
Yes. Yes, Sarah and I will be there all 4 days.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Can't wait to see some YouTube content at Rockville. Live.
Yes, I actually might.
Not live. Probably little shorts.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to create some shorts. Yeah. Not to change subjects. I know we were getting on the subject when I was kind of going on my little rant of trying to get people to watch our videos, subscribe, and all that. With you and I both being wrestling fans, did you hear that Rey Mysterio's uncle, Rey Mysterio Sr., passed away today?
No, I didn't.
Yes, he passed away today.
Wow.
He was. I mean, I could say I personally, I would say he's still young. He was 66. That's young. I mean, that's honestly young nowadays. But yeah, he passed away today.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. We've lost a lot of good wrestlers from back in the day this year. I mean, we lost the Wild Samoans, now Rey Mysterio Sr., Sid Vicious. Those are the only ones I can think of right off the top of my head. So yeah, it's been a hectic year in the wrestling industry.
That's crazy.
Yep. All right. Switch sports because I think now we're just going to ramble about random stuff.
Ramble on.
So with you and I both being Maryland boys, Kyle is not a Baltimore Ravens fan. I am a diehard Ravens fan. And if some of you guys know that follow football, or if you're from Maryland and you're a Ravens fan, you all know who the Ravens got to play tomorrow.
And I'll say this, and I will say this right now. And since we're going to do wrestling, I challenge Will to a hair versus hair match.
I don't know if I could do that. I've been working so hard on this. Oh, I don't know about that either. I will look 10 if I shave this off. I will look 10 if I shave this off.
But no, I'll challenge you to a hair versus hair. If the Steelers win, you shave. If the Ravens win, I shave.
Do you think the Steelers are gonna win?
Heck no. You see who's out?
I did not see who's out. Who
Pickens
is out?
and Watt.
Oh. Okay. I didn't see that.
Pickens with a hamstring, Watt with an ankle.
The Ravens waived Deontay Johnson.
They said bye. Oh, y'all weren't using him anyway.
He didn't do anything. He was thrown to 5 times, caught 1 pass for 6 yards, and then refused to play when we were playing the Eagles. So we suspended him a game or 2, and we just decided to let him go. And if the Ravens are smart, even though I don't think he's all that great anymore, the Dolphins let go of OBJ.
No.
Not just for a last few games and see if we can make a push into the playoffs and then let him go.
No, y'all did your thing with him. No.
So, did you hear what other wide receiver wants out of their team? I don't think the Ravens could afford him, or we would have to cut a big time player off of our team to probably get him.
Who?
Tyreek
Hill?
Tyreek, apparently he went on to Twitter and said, I want out. So whoever gets him better have a good quarterback.
That would be crazy if y'all get Tyreek Hill.
I think he's come to realize that Tua gets injured too much, and he's not gonna put up the yards. Tyreek's not gonna be able to put up the yards that he used to.
No, not with the new kid, the second string.
Yeah. Because let me look up Tyreek's stats for this year. I don't even think he has 1,000 yards. Oh, he has 805 yards.
Yeah, he's not breaking 1,000 this year.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will at all.
You see, speaking of sports, did you see who the Orioles got as a pitcher?
The guy from
Japan
League, yeah, I did see him.
Can you say his name? I'm not saying it to be mean. Can you say his name? Because I can't.
Nope. I can't.
Knowing Oriole fans and Oriole guys, they'll give him a nickname, and we'll see what nickname they give him.
I wish I would have saved the picture because I saw it on Facebook, but I saw a baseball ranking. Guess who was number 2? Gunnar Henderson.
Gunner's number 2? I can see that. Who's number 1? Shohei?
Shohei, yeah. Yep.
I said Shohei.
Yeah. trust me, for a while I didn't know how to say his first name, so I was like, anytime anybody talked about it, I'm like, yeah, you're talking about Ohtani, right? They're like, yeah, Shohei, and I'm like, Show who?
Just call him Ohtani and we'll call it a day.
Exactly.
But I mean, I can't knock the guy. The guy is a phenomenal ball player.
Yeah, he is, and I heard that he's possibly going to start pitching again next year. And then college football, Indiana and Notre Dame are playing right now, and I think whoever wins that game is going on to play Georgia.
Who's winning right now?
Notre Dame 17-3 with 7 seconds left in the second quarter.
Okay.
Caps are winning 3-1 with 4.5 minutes left in the third.
I'm very upset with the Caps.
Why? We have first place.
I was just upset of the game that we lost to Chicago.
Yes, I agree. Oh no, you froze.
And it's rough. It's rough. But anyway, I'm happy that the Caps are winning.
Yeah, so am I.
I think the Cavs have a nice run in the for the Stanley.
Yes.
For the teams that are, as of right now, are up there with them. I think they have a good run, and also they have a strong fighting team as well. If they don't do stupid penalties and play small and pass the puck very well, they'll do their thing.
I agree. Also, I forgot to mention, along with the Ravens releasing or waiving, as they put it, Johnson, Nelson Aguilar won't be playing tomorrow because he had a concussion. So,
I mean, y'all are still going to win, even with statistically, you can look at the stats. When TJ gets hurt, what does the Steelers defense do?
Fall apart.
And guess who the next man in line when TJ is out? It's supposed to be the man, Patrick Queen. Long live the Queen.
Right. You know, when I heard we were letting him go and he was signing with the Steelers, I didn't know what to say. But
long live the king. The queen is dead. That was one of the when y'all got Derrick Henry. As soon as Patrick Queen got cut, I was like,
right. You lose the queen and then gain the king. Yeah. So I don't know if he's becoming a free agent, or he wants out of Dallas. But a lot of people want Micah Parsons to be signed by the Ravens.
I mean, I would like to see where he goes, but I would like to see what the Ravens are going to do after this season. Of everybody, like what you're saying, like I would like the Ravens get this player, that player. Yeah. I mean, I can see a lot of those players, like you said, with Micah and Tyreek. But it just depends on if they have some of the money filled. Because I know for a fact that Mark Andrews will not be back next year as a Raven.
You think he's going to be let go?
Yes. I have a feeling he's going to get let go. I don't see him.
He just became the all-time receiving touchdown leader.
I mean,
for the Ravens. He's a solid.
I just don't see him.
If we do let him go, it's because we want to build around Likely. That's why.
Yeah, and Likely, for me looking in as an opposite team and in the division, seeing y'all guys play, Likely is doing his thing. And the funny thing is, I think I've talked to you on this, but not on camera. Right. But I was surprised that Likely made it as a roster, because when he was a rookie with all those holding calls in preseason, I was like, there's no way this guy's going to make it on the roster. He has these holding calls, and it's just costing them so much. And all of a sudden he became on the roster, and now he doesn't do a lot of the holding calls no more. It's either It's always Stanley that has a holding call, or uh, who's the other tackle guy?
Shoot. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name. I mean, I'm looking at the Ravens' overall stats for everybody. Andrews has 4 more touchdowns than likely this season, and he has just a little over 100 more yards than likely. Likely has more catches than drops than Andrews. Andrews has 35 catches for 49 targets. Likely has 35 catches on 49 targets. Andrews, has more catches than likely with 45 catches on 53 targets. So it would be big if Andrews goes, because he is, in my opinion, he's a top 3, maybe top 4 tight end, because there's some tight ends that are doing really good this year. As much as I can't stand him, I was more of a fan of his brother than Travis. I like Jason over Travis.
I can't
Travis
believe you
Kelce.
did a podcast. No, I'm just
kidding. I listen to their podcast. Their podcast is hilarious. Travis will always be a top 2 tight end. I think Kittle, I'd have to look at his numbers for this year. I think he's fallen off. Actually, I'll go look at his numbers.
Now, I mean, not to, well, we're talking about it, but all-time favorite tight end. Who's your all-time favorite tight end?
It's a tie between Shannon Sharp and Tony Gonzalez.
Mine is Antonio Gates.
Antonio it would be a number 3 if I had to put a tiebreaker or determine who I would like out of Sharp and Gonzalez.
And then running back, I know it probably has a theme, and you're probably scratching your head. You're like, your all-time favorite running back is not even a team that you root for, and so far you have 2 players that are on the same team, but LT is my favorite running back.
Yes.
That's 2 Chargers. You're like, hey, Kyle, you should be a Chargers fan, right? No.
I can agree with that.
LT. I liked LT. LT was pretty cool.
LT was great.
And Antonio Gates was cool too. Not knocking Gonzalez or who was the other guy you picked?
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. I'm not knocking them too.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. Hold on. I'm sorry. I was looking at the San Francisco 49ers stats for all their players, and I just noticed that, granted, he's been hurt majority of the season, but Christian McCaffrey hasn't rushed for a touchdown this season.
Nah,
it's because he's tore his ACL twice.
Yep.
And I forgot what he did to get hurt this season before the season started.
Hamstring.
Was it? Okay, it was his hamstring. So I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be in the league.
I bet you it hurt a lot of fantasy players. I don't know if you've been playing fantasy this year. You've been playing fantasy?
I didn't do fantasy this year, but I've been paying attention or talking to some people that did do it this year. And somebody I do know did get Christian McCaffrey, and they're like, I got screwed.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go for Christian McCaffrey. I always shoot for Derrick Henry because I always know Derrick Henry is going to put up numbers.
This is what I got for fantasy as of right now. I'm doing the matchup so you can see. I have a 41% chance of winning the first round in the playoffs. I made it to the playoffs even though it was a rough game, but you can see who I got.
It's got a glare to it.
But Jared Goff, Mixon, Nakua, Laporta, Zay Flowers. I got Pittsburgh's defense and Christian Boswell playing right now.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, a lot of a lot of players hurt me when I had
Yeah.
fantasy. Even though it's a free league, but still, I kind of do my
Yeah,
things.
I usually do a
I
free
made
league,
it
and
to the playoffs with an 8-7 record with a lot of players injured and stuff like that. I'm happy with the record I had at 8-7.
hey, that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
No, but yep, we have a big game Saturday. I don't know.
Okay, so I was just looking at the Orioles roster. I know changing sports again. Um, Burns is not on our roster.
Corbin Burns,
Yeah,
he's gone.
I was going to say I didn't hear that he was gone.
I mean, I heard that they threw him 2 offers and he said no to both of them. So I don't know where he's at or if he's still waiting. He's pulling a Joe Flacco, waiting at home to see if he can get a job. Not saying Burns is a bad pitcher.
Right.
Somebody will pick him up. He is worth it.
When you search him up, it still says underneath his name Baltimore Orioles. So I don't know what they're doing there.
I haven't heard anything, but I
have,
know we have O'Neill from Boston that took the right field
yes,
position because
yeah,
Santander is leaving because they offered
yes,
him a contract as well, and he said no.
yep,
McCann left. They did not
yes.
re-sign McCann,
We
which I
should have.
don't. We should have because he's a fighter. Um, we re-signed O'Hearn, which I'm really happy
Yes,
because he's like a Swiss Army knife to me. He can DH, he can play first base, and he can play outfield.
yes,
So,
yeah. I'm pretty happy about that signing.
and I know Mountcastle probably won't be staying because he's up for a contract next year.
Yes,
And I know all the money that they spent or spending because I know it's not over yet.
right.
And I don't know if they have the money to keep Mountcastle. But I don't even think Mountcastle. I mean, I know Mountcastle was hurt this season, so
Yeah.
him and Westberg. But they have Holiday, which
Yeah.
Holiday's good if you just form him, morph him and stuff. He's still a young guy. Still a young kid. You can
Yeah.
be doing his thing.
But yeah, there some players that are walking. It sucks. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping these new owners go out there and spend money.
Yeah, I know the owner of Steinberg. Is that his name?
Yeah. Well, Cal Ripken's also involved in the
He
ownership too.
wants to spend money, but the person that's doing the Mike Elias, he's
Yeah. Yeah.
he's watching what he spends, but the owner, he's just like, do what you gotta do, do what you gotta
Yep.
do. I just you know. I mean, like I said, the Orioles haven't made it to a World Series in 41 years, so
Yes. 41 years. Yes. So
42 counting this year, but
yeah.
we'll see what happens next year. But I know March they open up. They play Toronto for their first game, and then their first home opener. I believe it's 4 games against Boston.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But yeah. So baseball season is gonna be fun this year.
Baseball season's coming around the corner. Hockey
Yep.
playoffs is going to start around April.
Yes. I think so. Yes.
So we have that, and then you have the Super Bowl in February. And I'm always just mentioning it. Basketball. I don't watch basketball.
I haven't watched basketball in a while. I keep track. I look at who's doing what
We got
record
college
wise.
football still. We'll see what happens with those brackets. I got the Ducks winning it all. I'm going to say it out loud.
too.
I got the
Me too.
Ducks winning it all. I don't.
Since Alabama
I don't see the other
gets-
teams trying to make it happen.
I honestly kind of want to see a Georgia Oregon national championship if that can happen.
I don't know if it can it happen. I mean, I don't. I haven't looked at the bracket.
Let me see. I'm looking at it now. So whoever wins out of Clemson and Texas plays Arizona State.
Okay.
Whoever wins out of Tennessee and Ohio State plays Oregon. And then whoever wins out of SMU and Penn State plays Boise State. And then actually we could have a Oregon.
You could see a Georgia, yeah, because Georgia's on that side. I thought Georgia was on this side, but Notre Dame is on this side, and yeah.
Yes. Yep.
You could see an Oregon and Georgia game.
We could, because Oregon, Georgia, and Arizona State all had the bye week.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Which is weird because and Boise State. I'm sorry, I was going to say, wait, why is only 3 teams out on a bye week? So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And Alabama plays Michigan. I think it's Michigan. Yeah,
Hey,
Michigan
Will.
on New Year's Eve. Yes.
No one cares. No one cares.
I care. So yeah.
He said, "I care."
There is that.
I got 3 letters for you, Will.
What's that?
L S U.
I mean,
I got nothing to say.
Y'all couldn't beat us this year. Wait, who else did you guys lose to? Let's see. You guys had 3 losses this year. Wait, that wasn't 3. That's a lie. You guys didn't have 3 losses this year. Okay, so you guys lost to Florida.
We're reliving it.
Lost to Alabama, Texas A&M.
That was a negative. No, I'm just kidding.
And you guys lost to USC this year.
This is LSU's mulligan year. This is mulligan year.
And you guys fell out of the top 25.
This is mulligan next year.
And then here, I'll even throw it back like another 10, 11 years, maybe 12, when y'all went undefeated and met Alabama in the national championship and then got shut out.
All right, folks. Everyone have a good holiday and a good season. I'm going to end this podcast, and we'll not be on the next episode.
Oh, looks like I got fired, y'all. Sorry. So yeah, we can keep going. Because I mean, we beat Auburn this year. We beat y'all. And actually, we beat you guys in Auburn by a combined score of 70 to 27.
And I ain't gonna lie, I still watched that game, and I did not answer my text messages when Will was like, "You still up, buddy?" And I was like,
"I'm not texting him."
It's like, I still watch that whole game. I'm like, can they come back? Can they?
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch the whole game. I think I stopped watching that 3rd quarter after that interception. I'm like, I'm done.
I was gonna say, your guys' quarterback threw for more yards than Alabama's quarterback, but had the 2 interceptions.
I hope Milroe, speaking of quarterback Milroe for the draft, I hope he goes to a decent team. I hope he doesn't go. I hope, even though that he'll probably be drafted top for all these crappy teams,
Yeah.
Unless he holds out, and maybe we'll see.
I heard he might hold out.
I hope
But
so because who's on the bottom teams? It's just like when you got Carolina, which still has Young. It's like
but see, here's my opinion on Milrow.
you don't like him.
No. Talking about draft wise. If he wants to continue being a running quarterback, who would be a great running quarterback to build around? Lamar Jackson.
There's no way y'all are going to stoop that low to get him. If that happens, hell freezes over.
Because
That's wild. Well,
but tell me I'm wrong though.
you're not wrong, but you're not.
Look, listen, okay?
Oh, I'm listening.
In his career, Milrow has in 4 years at Alabama, 33 rushing touchdowns. Okay? Now let's jump to the NFL and talk about Lamar. Because in ESPN, you can look up their NCAA and NFL stats. Okay? Lamar Jackson, in his 3 years at Louisville, 50 rushing touchdowns. With 4,132 rushing yards.
I mean, you're not lying.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean,
Milrow,
if you get him.
Milrow has only 1,500 rushing yards in 4 years. But he also hasn't been a starter all 4 years. Now, if we want to talk stats and rushing, Jesus, we'll do it. We'll do it, okay? Derrick Henry. This one gets even better. I love his numbers. I love his high school numbers. I'll have to find the picture and send it to you if I didn't send it to you.
That's wild.
Derrick Henry and
I did not know you were a big Derrick Henry fan. I did not know.
Oh, you should see his high school numbers, dude. This dude was rushing for 200 yards plus every game. Every game.
I know when I played football, we didn't have a running back that did that. That's crazy.
In 3 years at Alabama, 42 rushing touchdowns, 3,591 yards. One season, his last season, 2,219 rushing yards.
And he ain't winning MVP.
He should have won an MVP. He should.
You got Josh Allen going to win it, according to. I know.
If Lamar doesn't win, because look, I've seen the comparison of numbers between Lamar and Josh Allen. Josh Allen has Lamar beat in 2 different categories. That's rushing touchdowns, and I can't remember the other one. But yeah. And Lamar is going to break Michael Vick's rushing record this season. I feel like he's going to break it this season.
You have 3 games left. What's his number? I mean, how many is he close to?
Lamar, hold on. So Lamar has in his career, and I'm talking about like career, like.
No, I was just saying. There's 3 games left. I'm just curious what's his number close?
Lamar has 6,100 or 6,001 career rushing yards. Okay. Michael Vick has 6,109. Lamar can break that record in the next 3 games.
Yeah, I can see that.
All he needs to do is rush for 50 yards in the next 3 games. Each game. 50 yards. That's all he needs.
Dang.
But
I can see him doing that tomorrow.
he could do it tomorrow. He could. But see, here's the thing. Lamar's not going to start in the last 2 games. I know it. Either the last 2 games or the last game because playoffs. We may wind up losing. If we win tomorrow and Christmas, we may lose. We may get swept by the Browns again, or we may get swept by the Browns because I don't think they're gonna start Lamar the last game. A lot of our starters are gonna sit for playoffs.
So you think, as of right now, if you win, well, I'm going to say technically, you win tomorrow and you win Christmas, and we lose against y'all, and then lose on Christmas, which I see us losing to the Chiefs on Christmas.
So do I. As much as
y'all would be high on the you may take the 3 spot, and then you'll have the division.
Yes, but if it comes down to the last game of the season, and
because we finished with Cincy,
that's a win for y'all. That's a win for y'all.
But like I said, these last 3 games matter for Pittsburgh to stay in the 3 spot and also have the AFC North.
Yes. Now, that's the thing, though.
Which I probably will be eating my words because in the beginning of the season, Will have talked off camera on this, and I've called the Pittsburgh dumpster fires.
So, but here's my thing. Did you guys
1-16? I said, with the quarterback choices we had, I'm like, we win 1-16. Now look at us.
Did you guys beat Cincinnati earlier this season?
Yes.
Okay.
And then also too, and that's going to hurt us as well because if you look at the Buffalo record and our record, no matter if we keep winning or not, Buffalo will have the 2nd spot because we didn't play Buffalo at all. The only time we played Buffalo was in preseason, and we lost in the preseason.
And we destroyed them this season.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, all right. Okay. If the Ravens win tomorrow and Christmas and you guys lose tomorrow and Christmas, last game of the season, both of our games in the last game of the season are going to be the deciding factor who takes the AFC North because y'all beat Cincinnati.
Lost to Cleveland. You beat Cincinnati twice in overtime and lost to Cleveland.
Yes.
Which was wild. I watched that game. I'm like...
So, tomorrow and
the last game matter.
Are really the deciding factors if the Ravens are going to take the AFC North.
Yep.
Because honestly, even you said, I don't think you guys are going to beat fucking Kansas City. I don't know what it is. I don't know how they keep pulling out wins, dude. I really don't.
I mean,
and if the refs are really on their side, then damn. Yeah, then damn.
It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one for Christmas for sure.
And it's kind of fucked up what they did because all they did.
Because it's kind of funny too. Because if you look at tomorrow's games, who's playing? Kansas City is facing Houston, and we're playing.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Y'all, and then on Christmas we play Kansas City, and y'all play Houston.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
And there's no breaks, which I hate that too. There's like no breaks in it whatsoever. Even though how Christmas fell this year too, it's like
right. I know Christmas in the middle of a week.
Yeah, so there's like no breaks for these games. For the 4 teams.
So I'm trying to find this picture. I know I sent it to somebody.
I think you sent it to me.
I may have sent it to you.
The only picture I got was...
I know I sent it to Sarah's brother because I'm always sending him shit sports related. It's the Derrick Henry thing. Here it is. Okay, so listen to this because this is going to blow your mind. Okay. Derrick Henry's 4 years in high school. First year, he went to a high school down. He went to a high school down here.
Okay.
Freshman year, 2,494 and 65 yards. Okay, 26 touchdowns.
As a red shirt?
Yes, as a freshman. Yes, 26 touchdowns. Okay. Sophomore year, 2,788, 38 touchdowns. Sophomore, he dropped a little bit. 2,610, 34 touchdowns.
He still had 34 touchdowns, even though with the low.
Yes. Senior year, 4,261. Are you ready for the number of touchdowns?
54.
Close.
55. 55.
Okay. Here's the numbers, the totals. For a career in 4 years, 12,124 rushing yards. For a total of 153 touchdowns. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
Yeah. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Yeah. So when everybody says, "Oh, Derrick Henry's a beast."
And it's crazy too, because I've talked about this too. In running back years, he's considered old. And he's still doing his thing. I mean, even him, Mixon, and Saquon.
Yep.
Them three right there are still doing their thing.
Oh, here's the.
Oh, we're not done
yet. Better.
There's more.
We're going to continue to his NFL career. Okay. He's been in the league since 2016. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 years. 1, 2, 3, 6 out of the 9 years, he's had 1,000+ yards.
And probably most of them was when he was in Tennessee because nobody could stop him.
Yeah, 5 of them years were in Tennessee. His most amount of yards in one season was 2,027. He's breaking 11,000 yards this year. 103 touchdowns. And he's at touchdowns? He's at 103. 10,976 yards. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do me a favor. Google a picture or go on Google and type in Derrick Henry standing next to Mark Ingram and hit images. That will give you the size comparison between him and Mark Ingram.
Is this one?
Yes, he made Mark Ingram look like a little kid. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, Derrick Henry, I got no hate for that guy.
I don't. I hated, being an Alabama fan, I hated when he got drafted by Tennessee, but I still paid attention to him. And then when I found out that the Ravens were signing him, it was game over. I was like, yep, that's whose jersey I'm getting. No questions asked.
I didn't like it. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, damn, we get to see him twice, and if we make it to the playoffs, we'll definitely see him in the
Possibly a third
playoffs.
time, right?
And like I said, y'all are different even in the playoffs versus regular season.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Lamar doesn't have a good playoff record, but we are a different team.
I mean, I'm just saying y'all are different, but also too, I don't. If everything lies where they lie as of right now, we will play y'all in the playoffs.
Yes.
You will come to Pittsburgh.
Yes, we would have. You would. Yeah, I know we would definitely come to Pittsburgh. And it's funny. It's funny. I just randomly thought about it because earlier into our sports conversation, we were talking about football. You mentioned Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is actually not sitting at home.
No. I was saying he's working.
Yeah.
I was just saying Corbin Burns is pulling a Joe Flacco, probably waiting at home to see what team will be calling him and be like, "Hey, want a job?"
In my opinion, I think the Colts should have stuck with Joe Flacco starting, not Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is just—he's not doing it. He's not. He's, in my opinion, he's not getting the job done. Granted, yes, I'm not an Anthony Richards fan or Richardson's fan.
I mean, he's all right.
I mean, it took Anthony Richardson 10 games to get 1,600 yards. Right. Joe Flacco only played 6 games and had 1,100 yards.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, Joe Flacco, in my opinion, still got it. He did great when he was in Cleveland last year. He did great.
Funny thing is, last year, was it last year? I think it was. Yeah, it was last year because when Cleveland made it to the playoffs, right? Yeah, last year. I was at the Christmas party last year at Burgers for 97 Underground. And I watched a little bit of it. I was like, dang, Joe Flacco took him to. I really thought he was going to stay in Cleveland. I'm like, they're going to offer him a job next year. Nope.
Nope, they went out and got Jameis.
Jameis doing his thing.
Yeah,
what?
Jameis was doing his thing, but Joe Flacco was different when he hit the playoffs.
And it's a shame that we probably may not see him in the playoffs this year with the Colts.
No. It was his rookie year because his rookie year, you guys won the Super Bowl. Because he took us to the AFC Championship and we lost to y'all.
Antonio Brown, baby.
And then, who was it?
Then we lost in that. No, 2008. No, 2008 was Flacco's rookie year.
Yep.
Yeah, we beat Old Man Warner.
Yep. Which that's the thing. My thing was the Ravens could have beat Warner, but I was glad. I wasn't happy that the Steelers made the Super Bowl, but I was glad that the Super Bowl stayed in the AFC.
Then we went to the Super Bowl against Aaron Rodgers, and we lost to the Packers. Yes. That was a rough one. I was like,
yep.
But we have not made it to the Super Bowl since. We made it to the playoffs every year under Tomlin, and the Rooney family's like, well, he's having a winning season. And I'm like, well, technically we did, but we never really technically won a Super Bowl since 2008. But technically, Tomlin didn't win the Super Bowl on his own team because in 2008, that was still Coach Cowher's team.
Yes.
So Tomlin has not won a Super Bowl with his team that he has created. Now, this team that he's created, are we going to win? Of course I'm going to say yes, but...
I mean, everybody's going to say their team's going to go to the Super Bowl, yeah. I mean, I want Lamar to get a ring. I really do.
Oh, yeah, and then can get rid of all the Raven hate because we know one person that does not like Lamar, and we're very... You know who I'm talking about.
Yes,
Not a
yes.
big fan of Lamar. So if he wins the Super Bowl, we could go back to that person and be like, well, what do you think?
Yeah, Lamar needs to win a Super Bowl to solidify his two, possibly and hoping and praying, third MVP. Because Lamar's putting the numbers up. I mean, he's got 34 touchdown passes this season. Yeah, 34 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions. He is 2 away from tying his personal record in touchdown passes.
Mm.
Because I think the first year he won his MVP, he threw 36 touchdown passes.
Okay.
So Lamar's having a good season. And he is tied with Ben Roethlisberger and somebody else for most games with 5 touchdown passes.
Big Ben, baby. Hope he makes it to the Hall of Fame one year.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Even though he never won an MVP, he's got, 2 Super Bowls?
He's got 2 Super Bowls. Actually, what I really want, and you could probably agree with this, even though Roethlisberger and Ravens rivals, there's even one better rival than Roethlisberger had with the Ravens. And I hope those two go into the same time, and it's Tom Brady. Tom Brady and Roethlisberger, when they faced each other, it was crazy. Them two just duked it out. Even though they're on 2 different sides of football.
Yes.
I mean, I'll say it. I don't give a damn. Roethlisberger could get the shit kicked out of him and never get a flag thrown. But Tom Brady,
dude, you remember the one game we played against you guys, and who was it?
Nada broke
his
Roethlisberger's nose. It was,
and he still continued to play, and y'all beat us.
Yep. And then the other time when we played y'all, Roethlisberger broke his foot.
Yes.
And I was like, oh shit, he's done. Nope, he came out with the boot. He came out with the boot.
Yes. Did you guys win that one? Winning that one?
Yeah, he won with a boot, and I was like, damn.
I remember the one year I think Steve McNair may have been our quarterback then. We shut you guys out. I think McNair was our quarterback then.
Yeah, because I think that was during Roethlisberger's motorcycle accident.
Yes.
Yeah, he wasn't the same after that.
Yeah. But yeah, as much as I can't stand the Steelers, Ben was a good quarterback.
Ben was a phenomenal.
I can't say that he wasn't.
He was great, and also his draft class too. And he was the one that stayed in the longest because he was in the draft class with Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning, and then name another few draft class. I mean, he stuck it out for a while. I knew he was slowly going to leave when he threw his arm out the first game of that season. I was like,
yes,
when he had the Tommy John surgery, and I was like,
yeah,
he can't be what he used to be. But then, he made it to the playoffs, lost to the Browns, and then he got on his white horse. And now he has a podcast.
I'm gonna actually look up his stats.
Have you watched his podcast, Bill? I know you're.
I have not. I've heard good things about it though.
Yeah, all he does is sit in his basement, drinks beer, and eats chicken wings, and he talks about certain. I swear.
I love that.
He talks about what he would do in the quarterback situation for each Steelers game. He goes week by week.
Nice.
He's like, I would have done this play. I would have not said this. Kind of like the incident where Kenny Pickett had to get traded because he was yelling and complaining that he wanted to start when we got Russell Wilson and Roethlisberger.
Where did Pickett
he went to the Eagles? He's
right. He is
riding the bench.
Right.
And we got a 6th-round draft pick for him too.
So Big Ben.
But there was nothing wrong with him.
No. So Big Ben's career numbers are 64,088 yards, 418 touchdowns, and 211 interceptions. Oh. Also, I'd have to Google it to see if it's actually true. I think Terrell Suggs is going to Hall of Fame next year.
He is on. Actually, there's three Orioles. There's three Ravens that are in the ballot. It's Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yonda,
yeah,
and no, Nada. I can't say his first name.
Haloti.
Yeah, there you go. Savannah said it. Haloti.
Haloti. Yep.
Haloti.
Haloti.
But they're on the as the fans would pick. I don't know if the fan vote really matters. I don't know.
I'm not really sure when it comes to the Hall of Fame.
It's kind of like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame vote or the Grammys or whatever show. It's like.
Now, see, I've owned 4 Ravens jerseys. 5. I've owned a Todd Heap jersey. I owned a. Actually, let me back up. I owned a Super Bowl 35 Ray Lewis jersey. I owned a Todd Heap jersey. I owned a Anquan Bolden jersey.
He was a phenomenal ball player.
I'm sorry, 6 jerseys. Now that I think about it in my head, Haloti Ngata, Marlon Humphrey, and now Derrick Henry.
And who would you get at next? You know what? I think I will get you a Ravens jersey, and I know who I'm going to pick too. And I'm dead ass serious. I'm going to get you a Kyle Fuller jersey.
Oh my God! Oh God! Good God! You know what? For fucking S&Gs, we're going to look up his stats because his stats are shit. Straight shit, dude.
Ryan Miller lost his job for that boy.
Yes. If ESPN will let me, I might have to Google it. Yep, I think I'm going to have to Google his stats. His stats were shit. I don't even think I honestly don't even think he passed for fucking 3,000 yards. Let's see here. Oh, God. Let's see.
He said, oh, God.
Okay, he did pass for over 3,000 yards. He didn't pass for 10,000 yards. He had 8,931 yards, 48 touchdowns, and 54 interceptions.
Yep.
But he only passed for 2,000 yards once in a season.
And he was drafted in the first round and pick 19, baby.
Yep.
He played in Baltimore from 2003 to 2007.
Yep.
And his stats went down. No, I lied. 2003, he had 7 touchdowns. 2004, 13. 2005, 11. 6-5, 7-9, 9-3.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. In 2007, he threw 9 touchdowns. So and then he went to 2009. He went to St. Louis. He had 3 touchdowns, and then in Oakland, nothing.
0. He didn't throw a touchdown at all in Oakland in 2 seasons. But I will say this: in 2007, we all know that was the year that the Patriots went 18-0 or 18-1.
And lost in the Super Bowl.
Yes, so 18-1. Kyle Bowler actually almost beat New England that year. He actually almost beat New England that year.
He did.
So I will give.
But he beat Pittsburgh.
Yes, he did beat Pittsburgh.
I remember that game.
Yeah. So, and wait. If you didn't notice, he didn't even play for a team in 2008. Because if you see, it jumps from 2007 to 2009. I don't know where he was in 2008.
I'm sorry. I'm reading some news that I'm really excited about.
Okay.
The band Dark Angel.
Uh-huh.
They are to be releasing new music more than 3 decades. They're talking about releasing a new album. They've been talking about it.
Okay.
Not to cut off the sports, but it just hit
No,
my
you're fine.
my news thing. It's like, yep. They asked they've been making new music more than 30 years after the release of the band's last album in 1991.
Nice. So I'm just going to throw this out there before we continue talking about sports or we change the subject. See, guys, I told you, Kyle and I, we talk about rock music. We got done doing what we were going to talk about for this episode, and now we're just rambling on about sports because
we don't care.
Right, we don't care. We're going to talk about whatever, and we're happy about it. You know, we're sports guys. We both like football. We both like hockey. We both like NASCAR. Even though
turn left.
Right, another.
Actually, I have something to say about NASCAR, and I'm really pissed about it.
Okay, let's go.
They're going to Prime.
Heard about that.
Big races are going on Prime. They're not going to be on USA. I'm like, come on, man. A lot of people are not with the streaming services.
As far as streaming services, they're
making more people like, hey, you gotta get that. Gotta get that.
I have, as far as streaming services, I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus, because I have kids, and
Wait, you have kids?
Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO Max, and Peacock and Paramount. And the only reason, actually, and I only have to pay for. I don't pay for my Netflix because I wish T-Mobile would pay me for saying this, but for those of you out there that don't have T-Mobile, T-Mobile will pay for your freaking Netflix. Granted, it will have commercials, but you don't have to pay for it. T-Mobile pays for it. I don't mind having commercials when I'm watching Netflix anymore. It don't bother me any because I don't have to pay for it.
And it's cool too. And I mean, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I mean, I have the Netflix commercials, and I can watch my anime and no commercial show up. But when you watch a movie, of course, the commercial show up. But the animes are like 20 minutes long.
Right. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, Kyle and I are into sports. We covered what we wanted to cover in this episode, so now we're just going to ramble on about random sports. We've bounced between so many sports in this episode, and we're already almost 2.5 hours in. We could possibly go 3 hours. I mean, we don't know. But yeah, you know, Kyle and I like baseball, football, hockey, NASCAR. Granted, you know, our favorite driver did retire, right? Truex did retire this year. Yes.
He retired.
Our favorite driver. So my all-time favorite driver has retired already, and I still continue to watch NASCAR. And if you don't know,
the guy I'm going to be following now, and he's a very phenomenal driver.
Okay.
It's Ty Gibbs, Joe Gibbs' grandson.
I was about to say, isn't he related?
Ty Gibbs is really good. He gets a top 10 spot, top 15 spot every race. He is a phenomenal racer.
Now, I haven't really followed NASCAR.
And he's on Joe Gibbs' racing team. He's on Joe Gibbs' racing team.
Now, I haven't followed NASCAR, and like I used to follow it since Dale Jr. retired. Is Danica Patrick still in NASCAR?
No, Danica Patrick.
Did she go back to?
She's on car insurance commercials.
Oh, she's okay. So she must be done driving altogether.
Yeah.
I mean, when they announced that she was coming to NASCAR,
you know, Tony Stewart does drag racing now.
Yes, I did know that.
He's on NHRA.
Nice. You know, when they announced that Danica Patrick was coming to NASCAR, I was excited about it. You know, I was like, all right, cool. Let's give her a chance. You know, see what she's got. She never really made a top. I don't even think she ever made top 20.
Mm-mm.
So, you know, they gave her a chance. I was happy for her. I did learn, and I told Kyle this probably a couple months back, that the hell is his name? Frankie Muniz from
Malcolm.
Malcolm in the Middle. Yes, he is in the Truck Series. I think he's starting, or he has his own team, but he drives in the Truck Series. A lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that until a few months
I don't
back.
even watch Truck Series, and that's on Saturdays.
Right.
I usually just watch Sundays.
Yeah, that's what I always did. And
I used to watch the practices, but then I'm just like, I'll just see where my driver places, and then we'll go from there on Sunday.
1 year now that I'm down here and I live awful close to the Daytona International Speedway, I will try to go to the Daytona 500 1 year. I guarantee I'm going to try to go. And I think it's also, is it the Budweiser Shootout that's at the Speedway? There's another race that's before the 500. It's also at the Speedway. Is it the Budweiser Shootout?
I don't know if it's Budweiser anymore because they got all these new sponsors, but
I was about to say.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the race that's before the 500 that is at the Speedway. I want to try to go to that one too if I'm not able to make it to the 500. We also have a racetrack in New Smyrna, which is not far from me, and I plan on one day hopefully going to that track to catch a race. It's not like NASCAR or anything. It's kind of like I think it's a dirt track really. Never been there. I'm just taking a shot in the dark and saying it's a dirt track. It may not even be a dirt track. I'm not sure. I've driven past it a couple times, but I can't
we have something like that in Pennsylvania. It's called the Buck. You've probably been there.
Fuck yeah, I've been to the.
They got the tractor pulls, the demolition derbies, and all that stuff.
Yes, I have been to the Buck. Oh my god, I have way too many drunken nights at the Buck. Oh my god, very, very, very. I have a very, very big amount of memories at the Buck. Drunken memories. Probably gotten into a couple fights at the Buck. But yes, I miss the Buck. That is one thing I do miss. I used to go to the Buck every year.
Tractor pulls and stuff like that. I have not been.
You have not been? Oh wow. There was 1 year. They were. I don't know if it was like a thing they do regularly, but they were letting people with trucks go in and actually do like laps. And I went with a buddy of mine, and he had a lifted Chevy, I think it was. And one of his friends that I never met the guy before until that night. He also had a Chevy, and it was all white, lifted. It was nice. And my buddy was like, "Watch this," and I'm like, "Oh God, what are you about to do?" He's like, "Just follow me." And he was like, "Hey man, let me take your truck for a test drive." He was like, "I'm not going to take it into the thing," and I'm like, okay. So him and I get into the truck, and we take this guy's nice white truck into the mud, and it was filthy. Like, we got it filthy. And he's like, "I've never had my truck dirty before," and I'm like, "Well, if you got a truck, you got to have it dirty. Like, white or not, it's got to be dirty." But yeah, he was so mad. Dude was so mad, but it was funny. It was so worth it.
But yeah, my girlfriend, Savannah, her dad goes.
Yeah, I love the Buck. Oh my God, I've been there.
He goes with his one of his work friends. Every once in a while, he'll during the summer, he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm going to the Buck. You want to go?" And he'll go, and he'll tell me. He'd be like, "Yeah," and I'm just like, We're sometimes thinking of going, but then other stuff lines up. Maybe but usually concerts always line up around that time. Now I'm just
right.
I don't know, going to a concert.
I get that.
But in February, speaking of concerts, in February, I'm trying my hardest to go see Kerry King. Soundstage.
I wanted. Kerry King was at Rockville this year, and I think I may have mentioned this already. He was playing at the same time, a band I really wanted to see. Yep. I caught like the last 2 or 3 songs of his set, and what I heard, he was good, great, still got it. But yeah, I wish I would have seen his entire set.
But
He was worth seeing though. Really, really worth it.
I just can't believe how much tickets are to go see him at Soundstage.
How much were they?
Well, in February they're $50 without counting fees.
That's
But I
not
seen
bad.
Exodus for 35, so.
I
But it's his name because you know he was in Slayer, so I mean.
I was about to say you're paying for the name, really. When I saw, I don't know why this is the only one I can remember because I can never remember prices of all the tickets that I've paid for. But when I saw ICP and POD at Soundstage, a buddy of mine who does music just like ICP was, I think, the opener for the whole venue.
Oh, that's cool.
So he had tickets and he was selling tickets, and I think that might have been the cheapest tickets I bought because I bought the tickets from him, and I think it was me and the girl I was with at the time that went, and a couple of our friends. I think I paid like $20 per ticket, so I think I bought like 4 or 5 tickets, so it was like $100. But I mean, I honestly really only spent 40 because I got the other money back. But yeah, that was probably the cheapest I bought tickets for to go to Soundstage. So yeah.
The cheapest ticket I've seen at Soundstage. Well, I won them on a contest, so free.
Oh yeah.
But I seen Sebastian Bach
Nice.
at Soundstage.
Oh,
He did the Slave to the Grind tour. But like I said, we'll save that for.
Yes. That'll be an upcoming episode.
Yep, absolutely.
When we can't tell you, but
We
it's
can't
upcoming.
tell you. I can't tell you.
I'm not telling you.
I forgot.
I've gone to concerts without having to pay. You know, people are like, "Hey, you want to go to this concert with me?" Sure. How much? Don't worry about it. You're going. Just don't worry about the price. You're going.
Yep.
Probably have to say Rockville is probably the most expensive I've bought. Because let me open up my phone and look at the email because I just recently had to pay towards my layaway this past Sunday.
Bill's on his way to Rockville, folks.
Yes, we are under the 5-month mark, under 5 months. So
M3,
here I will
hear that? Get your shit together. Give me my lineup.
Right. So here is, if it'll freaking load. Here is my total and what I paid for me and Sarah to go to Rockville all 4 days next year. All together, before the fees, it was $599.98. With the service fee of $124.66, brought my total up to $724.64.
Is she going with you this year?
Yes, Sarah will be with me all 4 days.
So is that the ticket you're talking about? That
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've paid off, and I've been paying it since July. I put an $82 deposit down, and I've been, like I said, I've been paying it off until it's only with the deposit and the payment total number of payments. It's 9 total payments plus the deposit, so might as well say 10 payments. I will have my tickets paid off in April, and then the concert is May. So literally, I believe it's a month exactly. I will have a month exactly before the concert. I will have my tickets paid off.
That's what's up.
So I've paid out of that 700. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Let me go back. with the layaway fee of $10 and the shipping to get them shipped to me, because I believe they come through FedEx or UPS. It brought my total to $747.01. I've already paid off $457.19, leaving me left with $289.82 in the next 4 months. So yeah, that is probably the most expensive concert I've ever paid for. But again, the concert is 4 days. I played it smart. Instead of paying the tickets off right away, I put my tickets on layaway and only had to pay. I've been paying $72 and some change since September. My first payment and my deposit were a little over $80. And my payments will be $72 and some change all the way until April. But again, I had to pay for the shipping to the concerts. That is, I can't really tell. What is it? I'm sorry. It's got like a glare.
LA Guns announcing U.S. tour dates in support of their upcoming album, Leopard Skin. And they...
Why do I feel like I heard that?
LA Guns.
No. I have a feeling I heard that they were doing a tour again.
Oh. And they, in April 29th, they will be playing in Rams Head, Annapolis, Maryland.
Nice.
And in Florida for you, I don't know where, they're playing in 3 spots in Florida. 4 spots, sorry. Fort Myers.
Okay.
Dana Beach. Dania. Dana?
I think it's either Dana or Danny Beach.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Mount Dora.
That's actually not far from me. Mount Dora is not far from me.
And Largo.
Okay.
There you go, folks. The LA Guns Lucky MFer Tour will be, and they are making a new album, and they just are talking about it. It will be in the beginning of April. So a new LA Guns for 2025 album is going to be out.
Sweet.
I'm excited.
So also go back to my Rockville tickets. I was also looking in this email. I lied, folks. My tickets do not come either FedEx or UPS. They actually come by regular mail. My tickets will ship via mail 5 to 6 weeks before the event. So
after you're done with your payment, probably it'll be there.
They'll probably, yeah. So my payments will be done a month exactly before the event. Everybody knows 4 weeks in a month, so it's 4 more weeks. My wristbands will probably be shipped to me the week before my last.
I don't know why they just don't keep the wristbands at will call, and just when you get there in line and just say, "Hey, my name is blah blah blah."
Because so many people were coming to the event.
Oh yeah, it's huge. I'm just a guy that goes to M3.
No, you're good. Now, I will say, though, when Sarah went the one day this year and she bought her ticket online, she did have to go to will call, gave the order number, her name, blah, 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 blah. They registered her wristband, and she was able to go in. And Rockville does their wristbands different. If you're going all 4 days, your wristband will be one color. If you're there for a specific day, your wristband will be one color. They got wristbands for people that are camping, that are camping outside of the track across the street. Not really across the street, but it's like kind of really across. Actually, it's really across the street. You come out of the track and there's like a lot, and you're camping there. So you have wristbands for that.
Wow.
Like I said.
So never mind. I guess it was too hard to.
Yeah.
Because there's different color wristbands. I just thought, it would be.
So, all 4 days, like for this year, it may be the same colors every year. I'm not really sure, but I know for all 4 days this year, my wristband was yellow.
How long have you been going? I mean, since you lived down there, right?
Actually, no. My
Oh,
first time going was last year. Sarah and I knew about it our first full year, I think, in 2022, because in 2021, I think it was 2021, they had it in November for some reason. It's like something happened in May where they couldn't have it. And it was too late by the time I heard about it. And then in 2022, I think Sarah and I didn't have the money. Oh, excuse me. Sarah and I didn't have the money at the time to go. And then they released the lineup for 2023. I again didn't have the money to go all 4 days. I wanted to go all 4 days. I bought tickets to go the first day because I wanted to go see Rob Zombie. I was originally supposed to go with me, Sarah, and my parents, because I wanted to go see Rob Zombie with my dad. But I think like a month before the concert, my parents bailed on me, so I went ahead and sold the 2 extra wristbands for the day to 2 friends of mine and Sarah's. And then when they announced the lineup for this year, 2024, I immediately jumped on it. I treated myself to a 4-day pass for my birthday. I asked Sarah if she wanted to go, and her planning ahead, she's like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I might just go to work. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Sarah knew I was going with friends of ours, so she had nothing to worry about. And I wasn't, even if I would have went by myself, I wouldn't have, freaking.
yeah. There's sometimes I've been to concerts by
I would
myself.
have made.
Then you
I would
meet
have made
other
friends.
people that are at the show, and you just become
Right.
friends.
I would have made friends, but I would have, made it clear, like, if there was another female in that
Oh,
said
yeah, yeah.
that, hey, I'm in a relationship, like, I'm just here to make friends because I'm by myself,
Totally get it.
So yeah, but no, Sarah, this will actually be mine and Sarah's first time going together all 4 days. But this year I was glad that Sarah was able to get off work early the one day. I believe it was Saturday. So she could go see Foo Fighters, and she is a fan of Day to Remember, so she was able to see Day to Remember as well. So yeah. Let me see.
When you all see Exodus, make sure Sarah gets in the pit. I know she could probably throw hands.
I might actually throw her ass in the pit.
Yeah, do it. Tell her I said so. No, I'm just kidding.
So I don't know if you guys will be able to make out this picture, but Sarah, we were seeing. I think we were seeing A Day to Remember here, and Sarah, she was like, "I want to get up on your shoulders," and I'm like, "All right, let's go." So I hurried up and picked her up. Got that picture.
That's what's up.
And she took this picture. You can't really see her face, but that one. And then let's see. I took this one and put it on Snapchat of her and I. And then our buddy Sean in the back giving me 2 sets of bunny ears. And then you have this one. Can't really see Sarah's face because of the sun. But
you can see it. You can see it. I mean, you can see it somewhat.
Yeah. And then
that's what's up.
Later that night, I gotta actually scroll through and see which one's the best one. We took this picture. We had somebody actually take it for us. And we can't really make out the Rockville sign, but this was when you first walk in the main entrance of Rockville. This is the first like Rockville sign. So yeah, I plan on taking more pictures with Sarah. They have signs like this. I know Kyle doesn't use Snapchat, but I do. I don't use it a lot.
Yeah, follow him. Follow this guy.
But every day
I'm a boomer. Follow him.
I took a picture of different Rockville signs throughout the every day and posted it on my Snapchat. So that's one of them.
That's what's up.
I took this one. This one was day 3. Took that picture of that one. Let's see if I can find.
Do you
Day
have that
2.
picture? I mean, I'm probably gonna low the that one's pretty cool. Do you
Yeah,
have a
I
picture of the dime bag tent? Because I know you
I,
showed. Did
I
you
don't
put
know
that
if
on
I do.
Snapchat?
I may have.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to look. Actually, let me look at my Snapchat. Um, So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to look at, a lot to see. Um, Actually, no, I don't. I thought I
Oh,
did
because I
take a
know
picture.
you. I know you sent me the picture. You're like, check this out.
Oh, okay, yes, the dime bag tent. So it's actually, it was there the first year I went to. It's a tent. I don't. I walked in there a couple times, but it's got a boatload of Dimebag Daryl stuff. And it's got a few of his guitars in it and stuff like that. And there's even a tent there for the Corey Taylor Foundation. That's always there. Um, clothing clothing brand Blackcraft. If you guys have heard of them, they're always there. Um, there's another one I can't remember the name of the brand of clothing, but Sarah and I got a couple shirts. Well, I got one, um, and Sarah got a couple, but they're like tarot cards. And I have to show you guys one episode. Mine is it's called The End, and if you've seen the movie Donnie Darko, it's got the evil bunny from the movie Donnie Darko on mine. So yeah, Welcome to Rockville is just under 5 months away. I'm really stoked and excited and can't wait. Um,
I can't wait for you.
yeah, I would definitely try to remember to make some shorts to post on my YouTube channel. Those of you that choose to subscribe to me, or even if you guys watch any of the episodes, you guys can go ahead and click on my profile and
I
you'll be
will
able to see.
make sure I will put your link at the bottom of the
Sweet.
description.
But yeah, so and I also there's a guy I follow on social media. Some of you guys may have heard of him, but his name's Mike Busey. He owns a house down here in Florida called the Sausage Castle. It's the wildest, craziest house in America. Like, this dude throws crazy ass parties. I mean, his motto is at his house is called. He says, party with me and die. Literally. The service at Rockville is horrible. Like, when you first get there and it's the beginning of the day, you have great service. But when everything gets started, you have shit service. Fair warning now to anybody that watches this that is going to Rockville for your very first time and doesn't know that. Just know that that's going to happen. So
Heads up.
anyway, I was watching Mike Busey's Snapchat story, and I listened to his podcast, and he gave out his number at one point, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to test this out. And I watched his Snapchat, and he said that he was going one of the days, and I think it was excuse me, Friday. He was going this year, and I had texted him the next day and was like, "Damn, dude, I really wish I would have ran into you." And I'll even pull up the text message thread to show you that, like, it's him, it's his number. But he texted me this picture, and I saved it. That's Mike Busey right there. That's Fred Durst and some hip hop artist Riff Raff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so because Limp Bizkit was Friday's headliner. And like I said, for those of you that don't believe me, yes, I do have this dude's number. I don't talk to him every day because, I mean, he's famous, I guess. I don't know how famous he is, but like I said, he gave out his number on one of his podcasts. And but there is the picture that he sent me. And I saved his number.
As was up.
Yeah, and here is the thing, and I was like, I texted him, and I was like, oh wait, let's see if I can get it to focus. But I asked him, here's his response. What's up, dude? And I actually texted him. My first text message to him was like, is this actually Mike Busey's number? And that was his response. Was what's up, dude? And we were talking about Rockville, and I'm like, hey man, I really wish I would have ran into you. It would have been cool to see you. I've been following you on social media for years. And he happened to send me that picture of him, Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, and whoever Riff Raff is. I've heard the name tossed around a few times. I've never.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like I said, I got this dude's number off of a freaking podcast. He gave it out. And I have pictures in my phone that Sarah and I took outside of his gate at his house. I didn't meet him at that point in time because I don't want to bash him because it's the way he wants to do things. But he has a website where he posts crazy shit, and I mean crazy shit. You guys ever want to know how crazy this dude is? Just Google him, and you'll find out. But he said that in order for him to come out and meet us, we had to be members of his website. And I told him, because we happened to run into his girlfriend at the time because she was leaving, and she actually had FaceTimed him. And he said, yeah, he was like, if you guys were members of my website, I would have, I'd be more than happy to come out. He was like, I don't try to come out and meet everybody. And I told him, I was like, look, man, I was like, it's fine. I was like, as long as you're cool with us coming to your gate and taking pictures, I'm cool with it. And he was 100% fine with that. He was like, if you ever become a member of my website, let me know. Swing by again, and I'll come meet you guys. So yeah, I know, random. It was really random. I know.
It's all cool. That's what's cool about this podcast.
Here, there you go. This is back in 2021.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And but yeah, so what else can we talk about? I mean, we're literally like 8 minutes shy of 3 hours, and we've never gone 3 hours.
No, I guess the episodes are going to get longer, so my episode 7 will probably be on for a week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, and a whole episode might actually turn into a year. You guys might actually have to go with me to work.
Eek. We'll get you in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
Yes,
episode 3 for the Motley ranking and shenanigans, or as Will would say, what's that slogan you say?
S&Gs.
S&G.
Shits and giggles.
There you go. But thank you guys for everything.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for the views and all that stuff, and just thank you.
And like I said earlier,
go ahead, Will.
Hit that subscribe button. We need 50 followers to be able to go live, so you guys don't have to wait for us to upload these episodes. So we are sorry that we have to go this route, but if you guys would please get us up to 50 subscribers. I know 50 sounds like a lot, but if for you guys that are watching these episodes, just subscribe to us, leave us a comment, like the video, give us more ideas of random shit to talk about.
Share it with anybody.
Video out. I shared the video out to a I'm on a disc. I'm in Discord with another group of people that are into rock music. It's a whole nother situation, but I shared it to them. If they went and liked it, viewed it, cool. If they didn't, oh well. At least I know I shared it to them. I plan on putting it on my Facebook. I know Kyle's not really into social media. I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to get it out there, guys. So like I said, we need 50 followers or subscribers for us to start going live.
You just need 50.
But like Kyle said, and I'm going to say it again, thank you guys. We appreciate you, and we will see you guys next Saturday for episode 4.
Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas, Happy Yule, whatever you guys celebrate. Thanks, guys.
See ya.